तात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये। बुद्धिहीनतनुजानके सुमिरो पवन कुमार। बलबुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार। श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधार। वरणौ रघुबर विमल यश जोदायक फल चार। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय। बोलो सब संतन की जय। Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone. So today we are celebrating Divine Appearance Day of Lord Sri Ramachandra. There are two important festivals in our Vedic calendar. One is Janmashtami and another is Rama Navami. These are the two most significant days we celebrate because on this particular day, Lord Himself, the Supreme Personality, appeared on this planet. Even though they are called as birthday, Lord never takes birth. God has no birth or death. Just like sunrise and sunset happens, sun may be disappearing from Canada and then it appears in India. When the sun disappears here, doesn't mean that sun is dead. The sun has appeared somewhere else and it will come back again here when the time comes back. Similarly, God, Divine Supreme Personality, even though God appears and disappears, there is no birth and death. As Lord says in Bhagavad Gita, Yada Yada Hi Dharmasya Glanir Bhavati Bharata Abhyuthanam Adharmasya Tadatmanam Shujam Paritranaya Sadhunam Vinashaya Cha Dushkritam Dharma Sansthapanarthaya Sambhavami Yuge Yuge. When Yuge Yuge means that every Yuga cycle Lord comes. So there are 4 Yuga cycles. One is Satya Yuga, after that Satya Yuga, then Treta Yuga, Dwapar and Kali. Current age is Kali Yuga. So the duration of current age of Kali Yuga is here 432,000 years. Can you see on the screen? अभी जो युग चल रहा है उसका नाम है कलयुग. इसका ड्यूरेशन कितना है? 4,32,000 साल. Out of which how many years we have passed currently? Only 5,535 years. Okay, so almost 427,000 years left for the current cycle to finish. And then the cycle continues. After Satyuga comes again. After Kali Yuga comes Satya Yuga again. Sata Treta Dwapar Kali. Sata Treta Dwapar Kali, like that. So total of those is 4,32,000 years. And you multiply that by 1000, that is 4,032,000,000 years, is the one day, which is 12 hours of Brahma, and similar is 12 nights of Brahma. So like that. Now, so you can imagine that in one day of Brahma, how many cycles of Kali Yuga? 1000 cycles of Kali Yuga, and 1000 cycles of Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar and Kali. So every cycle, Sambhavami Yuge Yuge, every time Lord comes in a different forms. Sometimes He comes as a Matsya avatar, sometimes He comes as a Vamana, sometimes as a Varaha, sometimes as a Narsimha, sometimes as a Parshuram, Bhagwan Ramchandra, Balramji, Buddha, and then Kalki will come. इसलिए भगवान का जो जन्म है वो हमारे जैसा जन्म नहीं है. जैसे भगवान रामचंद्र जी का जन्म हुआ. How did Lord Ramchandra appear on the planet? So he is son of Dashrath and Kaushalya. Dashrath Maharaj had 3 wives. What are the names of 3 wives of Dashrath? Kaushalya, Kaikai and Sumitra. But Dashrath Maharaj had no son, no child. Who is going to look after him? So he was worried. At that time, he was advised to perform a sacrifice, yagna, to please Lord Vishnu. And he performed a yagna. The name of the yagna was Putra Kameshthi Yagna. And there's a great sage, his name is Rishishringa Rishi. He performed the Putra Kameshthi Yagna. And from the yagna came a divine personality, Yagna Purusha. You can see in the picture here. The Yagna Purusha appeared and he presented a charu. Charu means a pot filled with a divine prasadam, which was a kheer or pasayam they call in Sanskrit. So this pasayam or a kheer was given to Maharaj Dashrath, and it was told to him that you give this to each of your queens and they will get a child. So one third was given to Kaushalya, one third of it was given to Kaikai, one third was given to Sumitra, and then little bit was left at the end. So it was given to Sumitra again because she was the youngest. And then from each of the screens appeared a divine personality. So Kaushalya's son was Lord Ramachandraji, Kaikai's son is Bharat, and Sumitra's son are Lakshman and Shatrughna. So you can see that Lord's appearance is a divine appearance. It is not like all of us. Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says here, there is a shloka from Bhagavad Gita. May I request everybody to repeat after me. Lord Krishna says, Janma karma chame divyam evam yo veti tatvatah tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti. So Arjuna. So Lord Krishna is saying that Lord's appearance, Janma, even though Lord appears, we all take birth. But anybody selected their parents, you decided that I want to get birth in this particular family, this particular father. Can you all do that? Can anybody do that? Can you decide which country you want to take birth in? No. Can you decide who will be your brother, who will be your sister? Can you decide all? No. We are all bound by karma, which means that our birth is decided by whatever the karma we have in this life. But in the case of Lord, when Lord Krishna or Lord Ram comes, he is not bound by such reactions. So Lord himself selects who is going to be his father, who is going to be his mother. Like in case of Lord Ramchandraji, he selected Maharaj Dashrath and Kaushalya as her parents. In case of Lord Krishna, he selected Devaki and Vasudev and Nanda and Yashoda as their parents, as his parents. In case of Vaman Dev, also he selected his parents. So in this case, we can see that Janma Karma Cha Me Divyam. Karma means activities. Divya means transcendental, which means you cannot copy. For example, Lord Krishna lifted Govardhan hill on the little finger of his left hand. Can anybody do that? We cannot do that. That is why it's called Divya. Divya means transcendental. Lord Ramachandra ji, he himself traveled 14 years in forest and defeated so many demons, even after being a king. So that is one of the opulence of Lord, that he is not attached to anything. As soon as Lord's father said, Dashrath Maharaj said to Ramachandra ji that I had promised this to Kaikai, that to ask the boon, and Kaikai asked the boon that you have to go in the forest. Lord Ramchandra ji did not even ask a single question. He immediately left his house, his palace, and went into the forest. So that is called as Divya. Divya means transcendental. You cannot copy it. So Lord says that Janma Karma Cha Me Vidivyam Yo Veti Tatvatah. One who knows my transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving this body, take birth again in this material world. but attains my eternal abode. Some people say that as Lord has two hands, two legs, two eyes, He's just like you and me. भगवान हमारे जैसे दिखते हैं लेकिन हमारे जैसे नहीं है. भगवान की एक्टिविटीज ट्रांसेंडेंटल है. So to consider Lord Shri Ram or Lord Shri Krishna or in fact any Vishnu avatar as ordinary is a aparadh. Lord appeared and Lord's pastimes are recorded by Shri Valmiki ji and Shri Tulsidas ji in Ramayana and Ramcharitmanas. Valmiki ji composed Ramayana while Lord Ram ji was on the planet in the Treta Yuga, while Tulsidas ji composed Ramcharitmanas long after the departure of Lord Ram. So, Tulsidas ji's Ramcharitmanas is composed in a language called as Audhi language, while Valmiki ji composed Ramayana in Sanskrit language. There are some pastimes of Lord which are there in Ramcharitmanas, which are not there in Valmiki Ramayana. For example, Kevat pastime, when Lord is passing through the forest and want to cross Ganga, there is a prasanga, Kevat prasanga, which is not there in Valmiki Ramayana. The reason being that Valmiki ji completed Ramayana even before Ram Leela completed. Because Valmiki ji had this transcendental divine vision. So he could see everything. So in this way, Ramcharitmanas and Ramayana, they are the divine transcendental pastimes of Lord. So what we are going to do is for next 15 minutes or so, we'll have some question answers based on Ramayana. And then I was recently in Ayodhya. About 15 days back I was in Ayodhya. And I got some divine transcendental gift for all of you. There is a picture of Ram and then Ram Janmabhoomi. So new temple is being constructed in Ayodhya. So I visited the new temple. And I got something for all of you. You can win this. I have some gift here for you. Anybody wants to win this prize? How many of you want this? Okay, these are right from Ram Janmabhoomi, from Ayodhya Dham. So let's learn something about Lord Ram and we'll participate in this quiz, okay? Are you all ready? Yes? No? Okay, one who answers the maximum will win the prize. First, second and third. Okay. Okay, let's see this one. First one. Okay, there will be multiple choice questions. Name the pair of Vanara engineers in Lord Shri Ram's army. Okay, if you answer without the options, then you won't win the prize. Okay, Angada and Hanuman, Sugriv and Angad, Kesri and Sushen, Nal and Neel. Nal and Neel is the correct answer? Okay, that is the correct answer here. So Nal and Neel are the correct answers. They were engineers. How were the engineers? How did they help Lord Ram? Yes. So when Lord Ramji wanted to cross over the ocean, Nal and Neela, here is the Nal and Neela, they helped Lord Ramchandra ji to build the bridge. And here is the Nal and Neel again, they are consulting Lord Ramchandra ji here. And they wrote the name of Lord Ram on each and every stone. And they built the bridge. Lord Ramji, when wanted to cross over the ocean, he asked Varun Devta. Varun Devta is the in charge of ocean. So he asked Varun Devta, please give me the way so that I can cross over. But Varun Devta said that I cannot dry myself up because there are so many living entities are there, right? Aquatics are there, they will die. So he said, I cannot do that. But then Ramachandra said, if you cannot do that, then I have to find my way. And then as soon as Lord Ramachandra ji was worried, at that time, Varun Devta said, okay, I will help you to build the bridge. And then he suggested a way that Vishwakarma, who is the architect of the whole universe, so he told that Vishwakarma's sons are Nala, and Nala can design this whole bridge for you so they can cross over. So you can see that There is a Rama Setu. This is a satellite picture of Rama Setu. Some people say that Ramayana is a mythology. If you go to a library and if you try to find Ramayana, where will you find the book? In a section called as mythology. Mythology means it's all bogus. Huh? Mythology means all bogus. But here is something for you. You might have seen this, but I'm going to play it for all of us. Uh, so mythology. Here is the. This is a video actually. It's not playing anyhow, but the purpose is that the NASA or satellites shows that there is a wide bridge which is built between Sri Lanka and Bharat. And this bridge is no ordinary bridge actually, because they say that according to carbon dating, according to them, they call it as Adam's Bridge actually, but it is not an Adam's Bridge, it is Rama Setu. And there is a sand underneath it. And they say that the sand may be the natural sand, but the stones on the top of the sand, what you see like a pearl-like thing here, which is connecting. They say that this is no ordinary stones, which are like they don't belong to the ocean there. They are being brought from somewhere else, and that's what NASA scientists are saying that this is the what we call it as Rama Setu. The next one is what was the name of aerial vehicle on which Sri Ram, Lakshman, and Sita returned from Lanka to Ayodhya? Garuda, Pushpak, Saubha, Nikunja. Garud? Garud is one. पुष्पक पुष्पक सब लोग पुष्पक बोल रहे हैं एक गरुड़ बोल रहे हैं और कोई सो पुष्पक के बारे में क्या बताएंगे आप
Pushpak was Ravan's Vimana, and Ravan abducted Sita from Pushpak.
और पुष्पक
And then Vibhishan gifted Ram Pushpak after being Lanka Naresh.
So Pushpak Viman originally belonged to whom?
Kuber.
So Pushpak is the correct answer. Lord Ramachandra ji came from Lanka to Ayodhya via Pushpak Viman. This Pushpak Viman was designed by Vishwakarma for Kuberji. Kuber is a brother of Ravana, cousin or half brother you can say. And it was designed by Vishwakarma for Brahma, and Brahmaji gifted it to Kuber. And then Ravana stole it from by force he took it away from his brother. And then after Ravan was dead, this Pushpak Viman was gifted by Vibhishan to Lord Sri Ramachandra ji. But when Ramachandra ji came back to Ayodhya, he gave it back to Vibhishan. He said, I don't need it anymore. So in this way, the Viman was returned back. So we can see that we talked one about a bridge being built by Lord Ramchandra ji, and which is proven by science that it is not an ordinary bridge. It is not a mythology. It is a real fact. And then people say Viman. Viman means aeroplane. There is a Viman Shastra actually. And if you find there is a Vimanic Shastra, there is a book, you can find it on the internet nowadays. And many scientists are working on it. And this book is written by Maharshi Bharadwaj. And in this there is a mention of Viman Shastra. Shri Gauritai ki, Shri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki, Shri Radha Vijayatsar, Shri Jagannath, Shri Bhakti Subhadra Mata ki, Shri Prabhupada. So the purpose of this is that Pushpak Viman was designed at that time, and there is a Shastra which is called as Vimanic Shastra or Viman Shastra, where there are various designs of Viman. Viman means plane. We say Wright brothers invented the plane, but plane did exist long time ago. Only problem is that we have lost our own science. That is the only problem. And we call it as mythology. That is an unfortunate thing we have. But if you Google, many scientists, even NASA is working on the Viman Shastra, because this Viman Shastra does not, if you design the plane according to the what is mentioned in Viman Shastra, you don't need fuel actually. The self-propelling planes, like when Lord Ramchandra came from Pushpak, he didn't need any fuel. So the design they are working on, you can Google about it, how the scientists are working on Viman Shastra actually. So we saw that the building the bridge was engineering. We had thousands in Satyuga, Treta Yuga. We had Viman Shastra in Satyuga, Treta Yuga. And we had a medicine at that time. Who did Hanuman bring from Lanka to help cure Lakshman from coma? Mathai, Vishwarava, Sushen, or Svataitia? Sushen. So the story is that when Vaidya Sushen was asked to come because Lakshmanji was unconscious, and at that time, instead of bringing instead of bringing the Sushena, Hanumanji brought his entire house along with the Sushena and said, "Please come and treat Lakshmanji." So when Sushena Vaidya came, then he said that in Himalaya there is a medicine which is called as Sanjeevani Bhuti. So if you can bring that, then Lakshmanji can be revived. And Hanumanji flew all the way to Himalaya, and he couldn't identify because this Sanjeevani was looking similar to the regular plants, actually green in color. So he just brought the whole mountain there. And if you Google around it, and you find that Sanjeevani does exist. It is not that Sanjeevani Bhuti doesn't exist. There is Sanjeevani Bhuti in Ayurveda Shastra. And Sanjeevani, the scientific name of Sanjeevani is this: Selaginella blaha terracis. And this is what the Sanjeevani, you can find a lot about Sanjeevani Bhuti. And the medicine does exist. And it has been found in Nepal and in some places of India. And it has value in heart disease, menstrual disorders. Sanjeevani has used. Some patients of coma have been cured and treated by Sanjeevani Bhuti also in Ayurveda Shastra. It has been found to be very useful in jaundice also. So we can see that science does corroborate Ramayana. So which means that Ramayana is not a mythology, it is a history actually. Ramayana and Mahabharata, they are the history of India. We all think that they are mythology. And we don't read it because we think that it is beyond our imagination or beyond what we can think about it. So there are a lot many lessons to be learned from Ramayana. This is one of the easy questions. What was the name of Kaikeyi's maid who made her into asking the throne of Bharat and banishment to the forest? Mantra, right? Very easy questions. Everybody's going to win a prize. I have few. The interesting story of the mantra is that Mantra was a maid servant of Kaikeyi. Now, can somebody tell me why did Mantra asked Kaikeyi to ask that boon to send Ramji to forest and make Bharat as a king? Why did she ask that to? Why she did this? Actually, Kaikeyi loved Lord Ramchandra very much. Like Bharat. Actually, she loved Ram more than Bharat. Then why did she Mantra instigate Kaikeyi? Can somebody tell me?
Because Shri Ram, as a child, used to hit her with toys or something.
I never heard that. Did you read something? Okay. This is not what I heard. Anybody else want to say something? No? So Kaikeyi, her principal maid was Mantra. And Kaikeyi was hunchbacked. Kaikeyi says, कुबरा थी, क्या बोलते हैं,
Kubja.
कुब्जा. So then everybody used to tease her because she was hunchbacked. And she came to know that Lord Ram is going to be the king. So Kaushalya will be the queen in chief. So then people will tease her more now. But if somehow or other, if Kaikai becomes the queen, then nobody will be dare to tease her because she was hunchbacked. So that is why she said that, why do you want your son to become the subordinate to Ram? Because then he will have to be servant of Lord Ram for whole life, and you will be the servant of Kaushalya for whole life. And then this is what instigated Kaikai to ask the boon to send Lord Ramachandraji to exile for 14 years. Okay, this one is a good one. What was the name of the tree from whose cover Sri Ramachandra killed Vanar King Bali? Sala tree, Vata tree, Shami tree, or Ashoka tree? Ashok 1, Ashok 2, Ashok 3. So whosoever answers this will get a prize now. Ashok is the right answer? Not, is not a right answer. So the correct answer is the Sala tree. Sala tree. So Lord Ramachandra ji wanted to kill Bali. Bali and Sugriv, Bali or Bali, whatever it is. Is it Bali or Bali? Bali. So Lord Ramachandra ji wanted to kill Bali, and Shugriv was his brother. Bali was very powerful. There was a misunderstanding between Bali and Shugriv, and that is why Bali always wanted to kill Sugriv. But Shugriv was hiding on a mountain called as Rishyamukha mountain because Bali had a curse that as soon as he comes to the Rishyamukha mountain, he will be killed. So Sugriv was always hiding. But when Lord Ramachandra ji was in forest in Dandakaranya and Mother Sita was abducted, at that time Ramji wanted help, and Sugriv said, "I will help you, but you will have to kill Bali in the return exchange." But Bali and Sugriv, they looked exactly identical to each other. So Lord Ramchandra said, "Both of you fight, and then I will shoot an arrow from the back of the tree, and I will kill Bali." Bali was so powerful that once upon a time Bali had hold Ravana for 10 days in his arm, and he did not leave Ravana because Bali was very, very powerful. So when Ramachandra wanted to shoot Bali, when both of them looked exactly identical, then Lord Ramchandra said to Sugriva that you wear a garland around your neck, so can I shoot Bali. So then the Bali was killed, but when Bali was killed, he asked Lord Ramachandra ji that why did you kill me like a coward? You should have fought with me. But Ramachandra ji said that you are an animal and I am a Kshatriya because he was a monkey. So he said, I can kill animals. That is my right as a Kshatriya. So that's why I killed you. And you also cheated Sugriva. You abducted his wife and you kept Sugriv's wife in imprisonment. So that is why you deserve this punishment. So in this way, Lord Ramachandra ji killed Bali, and Sugriv was made as a king of the monkeys. Okay, one more question. What was the name of the great mother snake who had interrupted Hanuman's journey over the ocean and had threatened to eat him? जब हनुमान जी लंका जा रहे थे तो एक सर्प आया था उनको मारने के लिए. तो सर्प का नाम क्या था? त्रिजाता, मंथरा, Balandra or Sursa? Sursa is the correct answer. So everybody is winning the prize. I don't have that money, but I will try to see. Sursa is the correct answer. Here is the Sursa. She opened her mouth wide and she wanted to kill Hanumanji. So when Hanumanji was crossing over the ocean, he faced three obstacles. What was the first obstacle? What was that? Mainak mountain. Take one. You don't want it? Okay, give it to Risha then. And this is for you for Sursa. How to distribute it. So, first was the Mainak mountain. Mainak mountain said to Hanumanji, please take rest on me. Mainak mountain. What did Hanumanji say? Hanumanji said that I am on the mission. I will not rest until I finish my work. So Hanumanji is Rama Kaj Karibe ko Atur. So Hanumanji always wanted to finish his work before he took rest. And then next one was Sursa. Sursa had this power that whosoever passes over the ocean, she would eat them. So when Hanumanji was passing over, Sursa opened her mouth and said that I want to eat you. Hanumanji said that let me go and I'll come back. I'll finish my task and then you eat me. But Sursa was not ready to listen to Hanumanji. So what did Hanumanji do? Yes? So Sursa opened the mouth 8 feet, Hanumanji became 16 feet. So Sursa opened 16 feet, Hanumanji became 32, 32, 64. Big, 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 like a big sky. So the mouth became very big. So Hanumanji became smaller than the smallest. Because Hanumanji has Ashta Siddhi Navanidhi Ke Data. He has Ashta Siddhi. Ashta Siddhi means he can become the bigger than the biggest and he can become the smaller than the smallest. So Hanumanji became very small, went inside the mouth of Sursa and came out and said, see, I kept the promise. I went into your mouth and came back. So Hanumanji convinced Sursa, Buddhi, right? Intelligence. So Hanumanji teaches us here that we should not fight on the small, small things. Use your intelligence and get out of the trouble, right? Rather than he could have fought with Sursa and it could have taken very long to fight and wastage of time, right? So not to fight. So Hanumanji said here in Hanuman Chalisa, Vidyavan Gunyati Chatur Ram Kaj Karibe. Oh. So Hanumanji is not like that, that he will waste his time. So here is the first one, Mainaka, then Sursa, and third was Simhika. Simhika was another obstacle. Simhika was given a boon that whosoever passes over the ocean, she can hold the shadow, and that person cannot cross over. So as Simhika was holding the shadow of Hanumanji, Hanumanji thought that okay, it's time to destroy this Simhika. So in this way, Simhika was destroyed. So with that, we'll pause here. Our kids are anxious. Kids have something to say. Where is our Vikram? Vikram kahan hai? Vikram, you want to sing a prayer for all of us? You have some mantra to sing? Come here, Jal. Jal, come fast, fast. Big round of applause to Vikram. Okay, we are all ready for the Aarti and the Prashadam. Please don't go without Prashadam. Okay, Vikram will sing and then Risha, you want to sing something? Okay, please come. You can sing a couple of mantras for all of us?
She wants to sing something.
Okay, come. Okay, you face everybody and sing. Come here, come near to me. Okay, come, sing. Okay, both of you.
You go first.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, you go first.
Okay, go ahead. You are big. You got one second. Okay, go ahead. Okay, go ahead. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Big round of applause to Vikram. You want to say something? No? Okay. Okay, you want to sing something, Risha? Come here. Come here. Come. Oh, anything else? Come here. On the other side. Okay. Anything else? You can say Hare Krishna. Okay. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Big round of applause to Risha. You want to say anything? Are you sure? You want to sing Hanumanji prayer? Come. Yes, get up. Okay, face everybody and say. Jai Hanuman Gyani Gulsagar Jai Kapish Kristiyo Kurjagar Ram Dut Adit Rama Anjani Putra Satanama Vikaram Bajrangi Kumati Nivar Sumati Ke Sangi Sankat Dharan Viraj Suresa Kanan Kuntal Kuntal Kes हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराज कांधे मुंज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप जगदम्ब विद्यादान गुणयति चातुर राम काज करिबे को प्रभु राम लक्ष्मण सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सिंह दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर सहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाय संजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाय रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत सम भाई सास बदन तुम रोजस गावा अस कल श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीश नारद सारद सहित अहिष यम कुबेर दिवकाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुनबे राम मिलाय राजपद तुमरो मंत्र विभीषण माना संकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र योजन पर भानु लील्योताहि मधुर फल भानु प्रभु मुद्रिका मोर माहि जलति लांघ गए अचरज नाहि दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुमरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी शरण तुम रक्षता हो को डर आपन तेज समारो आपे तीनों लोक हाकते कापे भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा सबके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत जियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नर निमिते गाता असवर शील जानकी माता राम रसायन तुमरे पास सदा रहो रघुपति के दास तुमरे भजन राम को पावे जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाय जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाय और देवता चितन धारे हनुमंत से सर्व सुख करे संकट कटे मिटे सब पीर जो सुमेरे हनुमंत बलबीर जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई जो शत बार पाठ कर कोई छूटे बंदी मास जो पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी हरि पास सदा हरि कीजे नाथ जय मंगलमूर्ति सीता सके हृदय बसु सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो सब संतन की जय Big round of applause. Thank you so much. Big round of applause. Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram. Thank you everyone. Thank you kids. Any other little kid want to sing? He wants to sing? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know, these kids are our future generation. So on this auspicious day of Ram Navami, we want to announce something here that starting this coming Sunday, for all the kids, we're going to have a special session for the kids between age 5 to 15, Bhagavad Gita class for the kids. And the idea of this kids classes is that we want to character building through Bhagavad Gita. So we will, through Bhagavad Gita, there is various stories, various pastimes. Kids will learn the prayers, they will learn the shlokas. And myself, Priyanka Ben and Sneha will be helping the kids. They will learn through interactive activities like through crafts, through culture, through the dance, through drama, through music. And you can enroll the kids. There is little enrollment fee, $30 per month. You have to bring your daughter or son here to the temple on Sunday between 5 to 6. And you can enroll for 3 months, 6 months, depending upon your convenience. And each session will cover 2 to 3 slokas for the kids. They will understand the meaning of the shlokas, they will understand the application of it. And in 1 year, our plan is that the kids will learn all 18 chapters of Bhagavad Gita and they will be able to recite here in front of all of us, all the important shlokas of Bhagavad Gita. So if you are interested, you can contact me by email or you have my phone number. Thank you everyone. With that, we request everybody to please stand up and join us for the Aarti. After Aarti, we'll have Prashadam. And today's Prashadam feast is being sponsored by Rita Agarwalji and family. Big round of applause to the family. Thank you so much. सब लोग आगे आ जाइएगा तो भगवान का दर्शन भी हो जाएगा और आरती भी करेंगे सब लोग. विश्वमित्र दास सब लोग आगे आ जाइएगा प्लीज. Thank you everyone. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.